My name's David. I moved to this country in 1994 when I was 8 years old. I mean, the reason why really is because my parents decided to move to this country. Like I said, I was 8, so I didn't really have much choice in the matter. I think the reason that they chose that time to move is because they lived in the same small town in America for about 9 years since I was born, and they just got a bit fed up with kind of the small town politics, and it was time to move, and they wanted to travel the world, and they loved England, so that's why they moved here. First thing I remember from leaving day was leaving my aunt and uncle's house, because we had to leave our dog behind, and she was old and sick and wouldn't have made it through 6 months of quarantine really, and so we left her with my aunt and uncle, and I remember having to drive away from their house and leaving her behind. And then I also remember being at the airport with our close family friends who took us there, and everyone was crying, and it was hard because I was obviously sad to be leaving them, but I don't think I really understood the enormity of everything at that time. It wasn't really, I don't think I had any real sort of concrete relationships apart from with my family, and they were all coming with me anyway. So I was sad to leave my friends, but probably not to the same amount that I would have been if I was older and I was leaving and I really understood what was going on. I remember arriving in England at the airport, and there were a bunch of old people from the church there to pick us up. They'd come in like a coach to pick us all up, and there were loads of them. And then when we got to the house that we moved into, there was like a photographer from the local newspaper there and took a picture of us outside our front door, which was in the news like the next week. My favourite thing about America is probably the fact that my family's there. So I miss not seeing them when I'm in this country, and it's nice to go back and visit. I miss American sports. I like football, and I play football and English football, and I enjoy it, but there's something about the sort of, what's the word? Sort of socialness of American sports. British people say, oh, they take like 4 hours and it's always stopping and starting. But I like the fact that you can sit around with a group of friends, have some beers, have a chat, catch up on what's going on, have the game on, and you have that time. Whereas in England, when you're watching a football game, you're watching it for 90 minutes, and then you do the socialising afterwards or beforehand. And I think I like the kind of more laid-back approach of American sports. I quite miss that. I like to go and visit the States, but I wouldn't move back. I think it's because of the people. I think it's just because this is where I feel at home. There's a few kind of cultural differences when it comes to food in restaurants in particular. So I remember I was in the States recently and I asked for like a small Coke at a McDonald's, and she was like, oh, we don't do small. I was like, okay, what size do you do? And she was like, well, medium, large, extra large. And to me, that's small, medium. There's 3 sizes, small, medium and large. I just think it's kind of a difference in mindset that Americans generally want things bigger. In restaurants, having somebody coming over to you all the time, what feels like rushing you, to me, it seems rude. Whereas when I'm in the States, that's what it's like. So you're there, you're eating, and as soon as they've given you, or as soon as they've taken away your first course, your next course is there straight away. And it's often while you're still finishing your food, they'll come and put the bill down and be like, that's there to take care of whenever you want. And to me, that feels like it's like, I haven't even finished eating yet. I don't want to think about paying. I want to finish what I'm doing, have a conversation. When I'm ready, either ask for the bill or, maybe be offered it, but not just like have it put there kind of thing. In London, which is so multicultural, and there's so many people from here from different parts of the world, and there are so many different things which you can experience, that everyone understands why it's important to see the world and experience things like that. I don't feel like I have more than one identity. I just have the identity of somebody who is, was born in America and is now living in England. I wonder if that will change. I still don't have a British passport. I'm still just an American citizen, and I'm planning to try and apply for dual citizenship, but I haven't done that at the moment. I wonder whether that will change if I actually am British.